John 5, 1 through 17. But first, please help my humble channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment, any combination thereof. Why? Because you're beautiful on the inside and on the outside. That's why. This is a cautionary tale, beautiful born again TIs, so please listen up. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now, there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, in Aramaic called Bethesda, which has 5 roofed colonnades. In these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. One man was there who had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had already been there a long time, he said to him, "Do you want to be healed?" The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up, and while I am going, another steps down before me." So apparently this pool called Bethesda, an angel, I think it was once a year, would stir up the water, and the first person with a blindness or they were an invalid to get into the water would be healed. And while I am going down, another steps down before me. So he was never able to get in on time. Jesus said to him, "Get up, take up your bed and walk." And at once the man was healed, and he took up his bed and walked. Now that day was the Sabbath. So Jesus miraculously healed this guy. He was an invalid, and Jesus healed him. How wonderful. Okay, but it was on a Sabbath. So the Jews said to the man who had been healed, "It is the Sabbath, and it is not lawful for you to take up your bed." But he answered them, "The man who healed me, that man said to me, 'Take up your bed and walk.'" How quick he is to rat Jesus out. Someone who literally just healed him. This is a cautionary tale, TIs. Continue to listen up. They asked him, "Who is the man who said to you, 'Take up your bed and walk'?" Now the man who had been healed did not know who it was, for Jesus had withdrawn, as there was a crowd in the place. Afterward, Jesus found him in the temple and said to him, "See, you are well. Sin no more, that nothing worse may happen to you." That suggests his being an invalid was related to his sin. That's what Jesus appears to suggest here. When we are doing bad, or when we have physical issues, we need to consider the idea, maybe I've sinned, maybe I've done something that has brought this onto me. Instead of just going the route that people, when they get cancer or anything, they just want people to feel sorry for them, be sympathetic with them, but they don't want to look at themselves. Okay, so here's Jesus calling this man out. The man went away and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had healed him. So now he's pissed because Jesus called him out, and he goes out of his way to find the Jews to go snitch on Jesus who just healed him. Incredible. And this was why the Jews were persecuting him, because he was doing these things on the Sabbath. So now Jesus is being persecuted for healing this guy on the Sabbath for doing this good thing. And here's the cautionary tale for all you beautiful born again TIs. When you do something nice for any of these agents of this program, they will do to you just as this man did to Jesus. They will not be your friends. I'm not saying if you can help them, okay, fine, but expect nothing from them, because that's what you're going to get back in return. I was being ganked up by someone in a bicycle. I did this in a previous video. And as I turned around and saw him, he hit his brakes too hard, and he began to flip over. He was going to literally flip over the front of his bicycle. He was flipping slow enough for me to grab him and set him back down. Did I then ask for his phone number because he and I were going to be best friends and he was going to show me appreciation and start targeting me? Hell to the motherfucking nah. No. Pardon my language. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. No. Because he'd have done to me just like this guy had done to Jesus. If I ever said one little thing wrong against him, me having saved him from crashing on that bicycle would have made no difference. He'd have sold me down the river. And this guy was selling Jesus down the river before Jesus ever even said anything. He was confronted with, why are you picking up your bed on the Sabbath? And he was already he was ready to snitch Jesus out at that point. If you do something for them, would I pray for them? If they told me they were sick and I thought they really wanted, I'd pray for them and probably God would heal them. But you know what? We wouldn't be friends. I wouldn't expect anything from them other than for them to stab me in the back and to try to destroy me. So this goes on to people who are with honey traps. Don't fuck with a honey trap. They will fucking destroy you, whether it's a woman or a man. They will destroy you. I had one honey trap. I got rid of her very quickly, and now all the other women that come around me, they don't even exist. I treat them like they do not exist. If I have to talk to them, I will. But beyond that, and particularly the ones that I'm actually attracted to, they don't exist. I'm not playing games. If you can be nice to them, do it. But just know this. That don't mean they're your friend. They will still try to destroy you, just like he did to Jesus. This is a cautionary tale, beautiful born again TI, so listen up, take heed. God bless.